In 1492, Columbus, a driven explorer, convinced the Spanish crown to fund his daring plan, reaching Asia by sailing west. This was not a whimsical dream, but a calculated gamble. The world then was a place of narrow, dangerous, and controlled trade routes. Spices like pepper were more precious than gold, and the empires that controlled these routes were as unyielding as they were powerful. Columbus, with his bold vision, believed that a westward route would bypass these empires, opening a new path to riches and prosperity. Yet the promise of wealth did not make the voyage any less daunting. The crew, a motley collection of seasoned sailors and starry-eyed adventurers, were in for a challenging journey. The conditions were far from ideal. Their ship was not a luxurious liner, but a rickety vessel, where space was a luxury few could afford. The quarters were cramped, offering little comfort or privacy. As they sailed further away from familiar shores, the weather turned harsh and unpredictable. The ship was tossed on the waves like a toy, and the once plentiful supplies began to dwindle. The dream of untold riches seemed increasingly distant as the reality of their predicament set in. But this journey was no pleasure cruise. The crew, a mix of seasoned sailors and hopeful adventurers, faced cramped quarters, harsh weather, and dwindling supplies. Months into the voyage, a strange affliction began to plague the crew. Their feet became inflamed, cracked, and painful. This peculiar plight was more than an inconvenience. It was a severe and debilitating condition that threatened to cripple the entire mission. The sailors, once robust and resilient, found themselves weakened and in pain, their feet becoming the focal point of a burning mystery. As the disease progressed, the crew's plight deepened. The symptoms were perplexing: inflammation, skin lesions, and a burning sensation in their feet. It was like nothing they had ever experienced. The sailors were far from any land, surrounded by the endless expanse of the ocean, and their only hope for relief was to uncover the cause of this mysterious ailment. Enter our expert, a modern-day medical detective. The crew was likely suffering from Riboflavinosis, a deficiency in vitamin B2, he explains. This vital nutrient plays a crucial role in maintaining skin health and nerve function. Without it, these symptoms can occur. But how did a crew of hardy sailors become deficient in vitamin B2? The answer, it seems, lies in their diet. On long voyages, sailors of the time subsisted on a diet of hardtack, a type of dry biscuit that was easy to store and transport, but lacked essential nutrients. Additionally, the sailors' diet, devoid of fresh produce, led to a deficiency in vitamin C, causing a disease now known as scurvy. This ailment, characterized by weakness, anemia, and bleeding gums, was a common and feared condition among seafarers of the time. The sailors' diet was low in vitamin B2, leading to their deficiency and health problems, our expert continues. At this time, the sailors likely had access to a rich source of vitamin B2, rice. But here's the catch: the rice they had was white rice, which lacks this essential vitamin. The processing techniques of the time removed the nutrient-rich husk from the rice, leaving behind the energy-dense but vitamin-poor white rice, elucidates our expert. Just when all hope seemed lost, salvation arrived in the form of the indigenous people of the Americas. The indigenous people, with their vast knowledge of the local flora and fauna, introduced Columbus's crew to an array of new foods. In the midst of their suffering, the crew found a lifeline in the form of corn, a staple of the indigenous diet. Rich in vitamin B2, this humble grain offered the nutrients that their own provisions sorely lacked. The introduction of fresh fruits and vegetables too provided an essential boost of vitamins that the crew had been missing. The doctor we spoke to earlier explains, the addition of these foods to their diet would have provided the B2 needed for their skin to heal and their nervous system to function properly. So, in essence, the key to their survival was not just in the new lands they discovered, but in the new foods they encountered. This exchange was not just a culinary revelation, it was a triumph of human resilience and adaptability. The sick crew, once on the verge of collapse, began to recover. With their health restored and their spirits lifted, they were able to continue their voyage. And so, with renewed health and a newfound appreciation for local foods, Columbus's voyage continued. He eventually landed in the Americas, forever changing the course of history. Columbus's voyage wasn't just about discovery, it's a story about human resilience, the importance of proper nutrition, and the unexpected consequences of seemingly simple food choices. The crew's suffering, caused by a deficiency in vitamin B2, underscores the critical role of nutrition in our lives. It was a lesson learned the hard way as they grappled with painful, inflamed feet far from home. But it's also a story of triumph. The introduction of new foods like corn, rich in B2, through interaction with the indigenous people, offered a lifeline. It allowed the crew not only to survive, but to continue their mission, leading to the monumental discovery of the Americas. This tale serves as a powerful reminder that even the smallest biological deficiencies can have profound, and the simplest decisions, like what we eat, can shape the course of history. Today, with our understanding of vitamins and a wider variety of food options, such a devastating deficiency wouldn't likely occur on long voyages. Please subscribe now to join our community. Give us a thumbs up to encourage us to bring more interesting, challenging, and high-quality videos to everyone. Our channel, Medicine Health 360, has many more videos to bring you crucial, latest, and systemic medical and health knowledge, with a simple approach for better health and a better life. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share them in the comments below.